Welcome to the Empathy Avengers podcast, where we put empathy into action.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Empathy Avengers podcast.
We are so excited for this Empathy Avengers episode. It's Christmas, and we have been able to score the most important person on Christmas. Santa's our guest today, guys.
Oh,
This is going to be fun.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You must be so exhausted, Santa. It's been really busy, and we weren't able to get you until Christmas because obviously you're so busy all the rest of the year.
Yeah, I had a lot of events. I went to some schools. I talked to probably 3,000 kids here in the San Pedro area. And it's just, I'm spreading myself all over the world. It's just so much fun this time of year. But yeah, it does get a little tiring after a while, but it's amazing. Kids are just awesome.
That is so incredible. And I hear that you were actually given a little bit of advice from a prior Santa that helped in our area. And I just wondered if you could maybe share with all of our audience is going to want to know how Santa makes sure he does his job properly.
Important. So there was a guy named James Diamond who has since passed away, but before he left this world, he gave me the advice that to make sure I wear a cup over my privates because kids are going to step all over your nuts. And the guy was so true because every time some kid steps on my nuts, I know exactly what he was talking about.
You've heard it here first, guys. Santa wears a cup because he has to.
Wear the cup, protect your chestnuts.
As you are roasting them.
Right.
I'll just leave it there.
I never got to meet Santa as a kid. Our listeners know I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't get to celebrate Christmas until I was 18 years old, but I'm just so excited to meet Santa.
This Santa gig has been so good. I was a little kid back in Connecticut, and my parents raised me with Christmas, all the decorations, everything. And then there was this huge gap between when I was a kid and about 8 years ago. And then my wife said to me one day when I was stressed out from work, "Have you ever thought about being Santa?" And I'm like, "No way, there's no way." She says, "Oh, good, I signed you up." I was able to find the spirit, and I find it every time when I talk to a little kid. It's the best thing that could have happened to me.
To your wife.
Yeah, thank you to Mrs. Claus for sure for helping everybody reap the wonderful rewards. We've known each other for a while here locally. And I remember when you first started out doing Santa, you'd post on Facebook in our local Facebook groups and stuff. And you were like more excited than a lot of the kids because you were like a kid. You were like, "Oh my God, everyone's so happy and everybody loves everybody and everybody's just being so festive and happy." And I know it can be stressful around this time of year, but you bring joy to everyone. And that must just, you get it, you take it back, right? Like, doesn't it just make you happy?
It does. And some of the things that kids ask for are amazing. Besides the fact that a lot of kids ask for iPhone 17s and they're only like 6 years old, I had kids asking for family health. I had kids asking for peace in the world. I had kids asking just to make sure that their parents were in good shape and that they had a really nice holiday. There are a lot of kids out there that like to spread the joy, and they're just little kids. You know, what do they know about it? All they know is they want to make everybody happy. And that makes me happy.
Oh, that's wonderful. And yeah, like Mindy, I mean, Mindy didn't get to do that when she was a little kid. So we could have her virtually sit on your lap and not step on your nuts.
Right.
So Santa has been Santa for 5 hours now, and we were able to catch him at the end of a day. So you had a day of Santa. What did you do today before we unmask you?
At the 7th Street Holiday Market, they asked me to volunteer, which I'm more than happy to do because these little kids come up and they're just amazing. And even the parents, "Hey, I want to take a picture with Santa. I haven't done that since I was a kid." I'm like, "Well, come on over. That's great. Whatever." It makes me feel like a kid again. The smile on somebody's face, I give them a candy cane, and every single kid said, "Thank you." It's amazing. The people in San Pedro are doing such a good job of raising their kids.
That's wonderful. I appreciate it. I'm also from San Pedro. That's how I know this particular Santa's helper. And so let's talk a little bit more about the man behind the beard. So, Ken, why don't you go ahead and show us your true.
You want to play some music while I do
There
that?
he is. Look at him. He Still looks like Santa.
Here is my Hartford.
Yes, you do. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Bravo. Thank you.
Cheers to peace and happiness in the world.
Cheers to peace and happiness in the world.
Cheers.
That's awesome.
So, okay. So this is Ken Creighton, who is not only Santa during this time of year, but he also is a really amazing, wonderful person in our community here in San Pedro. And he also happens to be from Connecticut, which is where Mindy lives. So we got a lot to talk about now with Ken. So did you take a sip, Ken? Because we want to make sure Santa gets his happiness, right? Your eggnog.
Mine's coffee, but it works.
Mine's water for now, but upstairs I got some good stuff. So this is again so wonderful, Ken, for you to join us today. And we just realized that there is this connection with Connecticut. So why don't we jump into that? Because Ken, are you from Hartford or New Haven?
A town called Waterbury, which was probably just 8 or 9 exits north on Route 8 north from New Haven.
I was born in Waterbury.
See? There we go. I was born in Waterbury.
Okay, this is weird. Both born in Waterbury. Okay.
Wow. Yep.
That is weird.
It's a small, small world.
That is a small world. So I am supposed to ask you, what is the best pizza in New Haven?
You know what? That's a matter of opinion, but I'm going to go with Pepe's because that's my favorite. A white clam pizza with a pitcher of beer is the best you can ask for. It's amazing. But there's Sally's, there's Modern Pizza, there's Pepe's, there's The Spot, but I'm a Pepe's guy.
I don't know. Mindy wasn't down on the white clam pizza. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, I tried it. I prefer Greek pizza, or I just made myself a kick-ass pizza, just my own stuff. But I prefer a modern, just for like pure, what is it called, with just the tomato and cheese?
Margarita?
Like a margarita pizza.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, a modern margarita pizza, and SSS is one of my favorite late night ones.
So did you say you like Greek pizza?
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up hanging out with Greek people, and they either had ice cream trucks or pizza places, and it was fantastic because I could go have a really good pizza, and then I could have ice cream for dessert.
There's nothing better than that. That's awesome.
Nutshell.
We maybe don't totally all agree on the best pizza in Connecticut or in New Haven, but Ken and I know, because at San Pedro, we are constantly having little debates about what's the best pizza in San Pedro. It seems like once a month somebody posts on Facebook and then everybody chimes in and everybody has a different favorite. And we have a lot of pizza places here. So I totally get this. I'm not sure I would like clam pizza myself.
Yeah, but pizza is the state food of Connecticut. So it's a big, it's a big deal. Like, and they just had the biggest pizza party in New Haven back in September.
Yep. And New Haven is like the capital of the United States of pizza. Worcester Street, you can't get a bad piece of pizza.
You're right.
Okay, we agree on Worcester Street. Worcester Street, however you pronounce that.
It's right by Yale University. It's awesome.
There's always good pizza by colleges.
I will just say about New Haven, I just moved back to Connecticut from Texas about 5 years ago. And Christmas time in New England is heaven. It's just like, this is what Christmas is supposed to be like.
A little bit of snow, the green in New Haven. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you miss the snow when you're not at the North Pole?
Yeah, I do. It's kind of hard to land on grass.
Right. Although Rudolph and all the reindeers get to eat the grass.
We hit an occasional palm tree, but yeah, you're fine.
Right on. I love it. Well, Ken, you're also a little bit of a poet and a songwriter, I guess, or songwriter, poet, and singer and musician, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I wrote the song about San Pedro because I fell in love with it when I got here.
Right. You're from the Northeast, but yet you have transplanted to Southern California and wrote a song about my beloved town, San Pedro.
Yeah, I started in Connecticut, went to Kansas City, kept going all the way to California.
Right on. I love it. Well, we're so happy to have you here. And as we've already established, all of our community children and parents and everybody in between have really enjoyed and loved having you play Santa. But you are not done during Christmas time because Ken, the man behind the beard, is a wonderful addition and just amazing community person here in San Pedro. And you actually won a competition to become our honorary mayor just a few months ago. So tell us about that.
I won that, you can call it a competition election. It started in February, and I had to decide that I wanted to go ahead and do this. And I knew that it was going to take a lot of effort. And Kathy said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "It's a piece of cake." It was not a piece of cake. It was all the time. But I represented two really good nonprofits, Meals on Wheels and also the San Pedro Arts District. Meals on Wheels does an amazing thing for this community. They deliver 275 hot and cold meals to all of our shut-in neighbors, to all those people that can't go out and get their own food. And then the Arts District does a lot of the murals in town. So I'm thinking, well, San Pedro Meals on Wheels takes care of people that are shut in. So they bring beauty into the homes. And with the Arts District, I was thinking, well, they bring beauty outside of the home. So I thought this was a perfect combination. We went to town and I raised over $32,000 for these two events out of, I think, maybe 47,000 all three candidates raised. So I felt really proud about that. And that's how I got to be honorary mayor. And they announced that in June. And since then, I've been to all kinds of different events. I'm a warm-up act for Tim McCosker, and I get to see all these really cool places and meet a lot of nice people.
Tim McCosker, for those who don't know, is our amazing Los Angeles City Council member. We're the 1-5, and that's his district, of which San Pedro is one of the communities, because we are actually in Los Angeles. And Tim is a really amazing guy. And it's so cool that you're warming up for him.
I go out to these ribbon cuttings. I get to all these new places. I get to see it. And it's just a blast.
That's awesome. And I just love your giving spirit. And yeah, you really did work hard to raise that money for those wonderful charities. And we all love them. You know, yeah, I get to enjoy the art when I'm walking around and go to the art walk and all of that. And Meals on Wheels, I hope I never need them. But of course, they're essential to keep our community safe and healthy.
And the amazing thing is, I really didn't do anything different than I normally do. When Kathy and I moved here in 2015, we wanted to kind of just get ourselves into the community. So we found places that we could volunteer because people that volunteer give their time for a reason. They're really good people. And those are the kind of people we want to be with. Just a couple of weeks ago, Kathy decided that we were going to collect all these unused, unwanted decorations from people that just put them in their closets every year. And we wanted to give those to underprivileged families. So we were, first of all, worried that we wouldn't get enough stuff. But all of a sudden, the hall was full of stuff. And we're like, oh my God, how are we going to give this all away? We blasted it on Facebook. We were all over social media. And by the time we got to the hall at 8:30 in the morning, there was a line of people that were coming to pick up these decorations that they couldn't afford themselves. It's just amazing. And it's kind of the thing that we do all year round. We did it at Thanksgiving. We'll probably do it at Easter.
Well, I love that giving spirit all year long. And that's actually one of the things that we wanted to have our listeners take home from this podcast episode with Santa and Ken, of course, is to just not let the Christmas spirit leave after December 25th, right?
So we go all year round with this.
Well, it sounds like instead of bringing a gift, you are a gift yourself, Ken. So
thank you.
He definitely is a gift to our community. There's no question. And I was really happy to see, although it's completely a good cause. So the losers of the honorary mayor also did amazing things and raised a bunch of money as well. And I think everybody knows going in that even if you don't win, that it's all for the good causes that you've gone after.
We love this community so much that we volunteer at the Grand Annex whenever we can. Kathy volunteers at Pedro Pet Pals, which means that I volunteer at Pedro Pet Pals. Saturday morning, we take care of cats, we clean the litter boxes, we feed them, and hopefully we're able to find places where these cats can go.
I might be a taker. You have that on record now. I might be a taker next year. I went last night to this party and there was this cat that was like rubbing up against my leg while I was sitting at this table, and I was like, oh my God, I need a cat.
We have a term in my house. When Kathy comes home and finds things for me to do, it means that I've been voluntold.
Voluntold.
Voluntold. Oh, that's so cute. I got to meet Kathy first before meeting you, but you both are a great match with each other because you're both very generous and giving, especially for this community. And that's wonderful. And you inspire me to try to do the same. And I'm never going to catch up to you guys, but I volunteer at All to See, which is our amazing what do you call it, an ocean research facility here in town. And they're doing amazing, wonderful things there. And I volunteer for Girls in Focus, which is a film camp basically in the summer, an education program for girls and non-binary teens. And I volunteer because I do a lot of pro bono stuff. But I love that you're
Yes, you
doing
do.
that. And I think it's important for us to, I mean, sure, donate money if you have money to donate. But if not, there's so many things that you can do with your time
Mhm.
and your energy. And I think that people just need to think more creatively about how to give back.
I'm retired now, so I like when somebody calls me, like Mona Sutton will call me and say, "Hey, would you mind helping out at the Pride event?" I'm like, "I don't mind at all. Let me do that." And it's just so wonderful to be able to spread this all year round.
Yes.
Amazing.
So we want to inspire all of you out there listening, and hopefully you'll be inspired by Santa to keep giving back and being a conscientious community member. Do what you can in the local community, because I think it's really important right now, especially to continue to take care of our neighbors, essentially our where we live. This is our community, and this is essentially our extended family. So we really need to take care of everybody.
I was given the opportunity last Monday night, the second night of Hanukkah, to go down to the harbor with Tim McCosker to help light the menorah. And it was such an experience. And you talk about sharing things, they talk about sharing the light. And that's what we all need to do. We need to share that light that keeps everything going in the right direction. No matter what happens over here, the darkness and the light, we need to be more at the light. We need to share that with people.
I love that. Now, you were Ken when you helped light the menorah. You were not Santa, right? I just want to make sure.
No, I was Ken.
I love that. It was a little bit confusing, but I think that's great. But that shows how well-rounded you are, Ken, as a human being and as a contributor to this community, and that you get pulled in for all of these wonderful events. So it's wonderful.
As Fred Rogers said, look for the helpers. I mean, my goodness, Ken is definitely a helper and an inspiration for all the rest of us.
Cheers, Ken. Thank you for that, for sure.
I really appreciate you reaching out here, because it's nice to be able to share what I do, what my wife does, and what we do for the community here. We got here in 2015, and I mentioned before, we dove right in. But the thing about San Pedro is that when you dive in, it comes back to you. And I've seen it firsthand here, and the little kids that say, "Thank you, Santa. I love you." And just really nice stuff. So you know that there's a lot of good people out there raising kids. And, I wish the best for them.
The season really is all about the kids. Even though I didn't get to experience it as a child, I got to see it through my son's eyes, and it is absolutely magical. So thank you for being a part of that magic, Ken.
You're welcome. And you know what? To be honest to God, I should thank my mom for this, because, all those years that I thought coming down our chimney, it was really my mom coming down our chimney. She did a great job. My mother gave us an ornament every single year from 1963, and I still hang them on my tree now. All those ornaments my mom gave me, she instilled that spirit of Christmas in me. And it's fun to be able to share it this many years later. Think about it. I was 7 years old probably when I started getting those, and here I am 60 years later, and I'm still feeling that same thing, but I see it in little kids.
That's so amazing. And so wonderful that you're paying it forward and giving it back. Yeah, giving feels good. Like every year for Christmas, I'm so excited about what I'm getting my family. I don't have a lot of money right now, so it's like I'm just trying to be creative. So I'm giving creative gifts this year, mainly. So I can't wait. They're going to be blown away.
Creative gifts heart, though, so they're more important than anything. My mother as a little kid, had plaster things of my handprint, and she wrote on the back what year it was. And I got my handprint from 1965, and my mother gave it to me. And I take it out every once in a while. I'm like, wait a minute, is it 2025? How many years is that? Is that 60 years? That's 60 years that I still have this handprint that my mother had me make. It's just amazing stuff. Share that with people, and it feels really good.
Yeah, I had amazing parents, both my mom and my dad. My mom has passed, and I miss her a lot. But yeah, that's one of the things that I like about Christmas too, is because I get to pull out all these ornaments that were from her. And we used to do the vacation ornaments. So we'd have ornaments every time on a summer vacation, we get a Christmas ornament from wherever we went. And we mainly ended up going to the same place a lot of times, but we still have those memories. And that's how we reminisce and think back to the good times when she was around. And I keep her in my heart, and and she's with me at Christmas, but all year long, of course, always.
I have ornaments on my tree that are from my great grandmother from like the 1930s, and it's just amazing to look at them. And if I can go back to the Santa Claus thing for 1 minute, we are starting to develop a network of Santa Clauses here in San Pedro because I can't be everywhere. All these different people that we're starting to get this group together that they can spread the joy to everybody.
You're in high demand. And I think that was one of the things that really impressed me. I think it was maybe like the second year or third year you were doing Santa. And our friend Tracy, who like she had a Santa that kind of ended up falling out that same day. So literally put out a thing on Facebook the morning of, she's a dog rescuer. So she was having a bunch of people over and kids were going to be there for her dog rescue thing. And you just literally just did it.
It wasn't just me. So I wake up in the morning and Kathy wakes up and kind of looks at Facebook in the morning and I kind of look at it. I make coffee. That's our routine. I come back to bed and we talk, blah, blah, blah. And she says, hey, did you see this post about somebody that flaked the Santa Claus? I'm like, what are you kidding me? Santa Claus never does that.
Who does that?
I'm like, well, I have nothing to do. Let's do it. It was amazing. But that's why we're trying to put a network of Santa Clauses together because you don't want to disappoint kids.
No, of course not. And I'm sure, and it was wonderful that day because you did not disappoint those kids at the dog thing.
No, it was awesome. It's fun.
I can tell you have a lot of fun doing it.
I do. You know, I get up in the morning, I'm like, I'm kind of tired, but I put the Santa Claus suit on, I show up and it's like, boom. All of a sudden, it's just fantastic.
I mean, you're an instant superhero, right? Just because you have the Santa get up on.
You know, I can tell all the stupid jokes I want, all the dad jokes. Nobody knows it.
You found your calling, I think, my friend. All right. So I think we'll wrap up here. We'll wrap our presents or unwrap our presents because it's Christmas Day today. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a safe and healthy new year. And all year long, keep the generous spirit going.
My wife is sitting right here and she's my catalyst. So
awesome. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Kathy. Can I get a big ho ho Merry Christmas?
Ho ho, Connecticut.
We'll have to have oyster pizza someday or clam pizza.
Oyster.
Whatever, clam pizza.
I love you guys. See you.
I love you. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you, Ken. It was a pleasure to meet you.
And
Bye.
everybody have a wonderful rest of the year and all 2026.
Thank you for getting me involved with this. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
How silently the wondrous gift is given. There's a certain stillness at the center of the Christmas story. The silent night when all the world goes quiet, all the noise, everything that divides us, it all fades away in stillness of the winter's evening. And we look to the sky, the lone star, shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of God, bringing hope, love, and peace and joy to the world. Yes, even after 2,000 years, Christmas still has the power to lift us up, to bring us together, to change lives, to change the world. It speaks to all of us as human beings who are here on this earth, to care for one another, to love one another. And too often we see each other as enemies, not as neighbors, not as fellow Americans. So my hope this Christmas season is that we take a few moments of quiet reflection, find that stillness in the heart of Christmas, and look at each other as who we really are, fellow Americans, fellow human beings worthy of being treated with dignity and respect, because there's so much that unites us as Americans, so much more that unites us than divides us. We're truly blessed to live in this nation, and I truly hope we take the time to look out, not at one another, for one another. As we sing O Holy Night, may I wish for you and for our nation, now and always, that we'll live in the light of liberty and hope, of love and generosity, of kindness and compassion, of dignity and decency. So from the Biden family, we wish you and your family peace, joy, health, and happiness. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and may God protect our troops.
Thanks for joining us again, everyone, on the Empathy Avengers podcast, where kindness is your superpower and empathy saves the day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
the Empathy Avengers, where we put empathy into action.